Welcome back, everybody. I'm back a little early. Sorry if you were hoping that we'd go to the very end of our intermission, but we are so behind schedule. I want to get this game done and go to bed as soon as possible. Chalupa, you're my man tonight. How are you feeling?
We're feeling good, Pen. We're feeling really good right now.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, we got a Div C matchup, an elimination match tonight. Wowen Wilson versus CVS for Reciept. I will say for the Div A listeners that are sitting around in the chat, we did find out that Tree Amigos and like that game went 4-0 Tree Amigos, which is insane. But we'll see how this one goes on the Div C side as we head over to the bracket. And we see all the way down at the very bottom in match L, CVS Receipt versus Wowen Wilson. Winner of this goes to a match that can qualify you to land, barely managing, versus the winner of this game, and winner of that are in the losers bracket land match. So this is the one to win. This is the one that they need to find their way through. It's going to be probably the hardest matchup so far for Wowen Wilson outside of their entry match. And CVS Receipt going down, one game away from land. Have to make a little run here, a 2-game run to get back up there. We'll see. Yeah, a quick reminder from World, predictions are up. Beat Chalupa. You played this team. How do you feel about them? What do you think you got to look out for if you're CVS Receipt?
One of the biggest things is just real Curly Fries himself. I feel like he's one of the big carries of this team, and he's able to make some solo plays like out of nothing. He's pretty good defensively. He's always back usually. And yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things watching for real Curly Fries, and also watching out for Gray Skull and keeping him in the corner of your eye, because at any possible moment he could just blow you up any second. And Slash and Morphe is also a great support. So, but yeah, just watching out for real Curly Fries and stopping him as early as possible, so that he isn't able to make any solo plays. He has gotten Grand Champ before. I think it was season 9. I think that's what his tag says. And it kind of shows. He's a decently mechanical player, and he's pretty consistent with what he does.
Yeah, a little washed, but the momentum being built here. And we'll see if Wowen Wilson can come out striking. They were able to win their last match, but this match, a much different one, as they take on the 3 seed of CVS Receipt. One of the most dominant teams in Div C, I will say. They 3-0 sweep way more than I'd ever expect them to. And their stat line actually has a higher winner percentage than the number 2 seed. So that shows it right there. Chalupa, what do you got to say about this about the stat lines of both these teams in the standings?
CVS Receipt, obviously you're talking about it, 61% win rate. Goals allowed, only 1.5, and shots allowed 6.09. So they're putting in the work on defense, and they're stopping shots even before they're basically like getting towards their goal. So really good defense right there, the save percentage. And just outside of stats alone, obviously one of their biggest upsides to this team is Earl Roberts. I do feel like he is like one of the strongest players in Div C. And if he gets going, he can get going real quick. And other than the stats that I've been talking about, the shooting percentage is also really good too, just below Rising Stock, and just below my team, which unfortunate we did go out in the losers bracket. But I do think this series is going to go really well. Wowen Wilson, even though they don't have a 50% win rate, it's still going to be a really close match here, Pen.
Yeah, I will say I am a big fan of this Wowen Wilson side, and as we take a look at them, Gray Skull, Real Curly Flies, and Slashing Morphe, a team that you don't expect to absolutely whoop you until they are doing it. And I will say it's really a 1-2-3 team here. Real Curly Fries follows up a Gray Skull demo or attack, and Morphe playing that third man. Can he get something to go? We'll see tonight. What do you see in the stats here, Chalupa? We're being a little quick here because we are going to try to get in the game as fast as possible, just a reminder.
Yeah. Yo, remember what I was talking about before? Gray Skull with 3.27 demos per game. I think second place on the leaderboards is Yellow Dog with 1.6.
Wow.
So
what a lead.
A huge a huge difference in demos. So Grayskull is obviously going for those and doing the physical play in order for them to get a really good shot for Real Curly Fries. And Real Curly Fries with 3.5 shots per game. That is insane. He is putting up the pressure, and he still has a 32% shot percentage with that. Grayskull having a little bit higher of the assists, and Slashing Morphe able to keep up with these guys, even though he's obviously the third man. He's still able to play with this team, and this is honestly a deadly trio here, Pen.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely one of the most deadly in Div C when they're on. I've seen them absolutely whoop some teams, and Grayskull being the front man, I've seen him shoot a lot better this season. That's something that impressed me. Grayskull's been shooting lights out for no reason. The man who couldn't shoot last season absolutely performing this one. We'll see as we take a little look over to blue. The blue side, as we see CVS Reciept, Earl Roberts leading the squad with Oreo Man and Dcrl behind. Julipa, what do you see here?
Right away, I'm seeing that Oreo Man and Earl Roberts both have almost a goal per game and the exact same amount of goals per game, which is really good to see in a pretty dominant team, able to keep high in those goals per game while also shooting 34% and Dcrl shooting 40%. So the offense is still there, but as we did see before with this team, they have an insane amount of saves, with each one almost having a save per game. So their defense is on point, and they're able to cut off their opponents at any given time. As for the rest of the stats, they're really even in assists per game, so they're able to play off of each other and have a little bit of chemistry. I remember hearing from other interviews with them that sometimes, some days, like before they play their series, it's a little bit rough. And then when they get into their series, they're like on it. So if they haven't played a little bit before, it might be a little rough start for them, but they will quickly be able to pick it up.
Yeah, sounds great. And honestly, I can't wait for this game. And looks like people also can't wait outside of us, as predictions are still live for a minute or two longer here. Make sure you get some in. Wowen Wilson has some great odds right now as CVS Receipt with a 75% advantage in predictions. Chalupa, speaking of predictions, who you got?
I think even though CVS Receipt is a little bit higher, I do want to give it to Wowen Wilson because one, they did beat us twice, one in the regular season, one in the playoffs. So I do want to see the team that beat us be able to make it as far as they can, and also that Real Curly Fries is popping off this playoffs. He's been doing really well, and Grayskull and Slashing Morphe are great support for him. So I think Wowen Wilson in 6.
Wowen Wilson in 6. I don't hate it. See, I'm going based off of quality of players. And if you're better than Oreo Man, I don't think it's true. So I'm going to go CVS Receipt 4-0 sweep.
4-0?
4-0 sweep. I will glaze Wowen Wilson to Kingdom Come because honestly, Curly Fries and Grayskull play like absolute menaces out there. But I want to see CVS Retreat do what they did in the regular season. A 3-0 sweep last time. Can they do it again? We'll find out. We're heading on into the game, though. Oh. Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, predictions will be closing here. Reminder to get your money in, your boost in. We don't have much time left here. Wowen Wilson improved a little bit, but I'm closing it as we speak, so... And submissions, and we are heading into this game. Wowen Wilson versus CVS Receipt. Who will win? I don't know. We'll find out, because this is Rocket League.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like, both of these teams can be pretty polarizing in the way that they play. That happens a lot in Div C. Like, sometimes they're just on point, and they look like they shouldn't even be in Div C. While other times it's like, why are you even up here, man? So whichever team is able to be just a little bit better than the other, it'll just go a long way for each team.
Yeah, no doubt. An attempt there to get it mid, but Dcrl keeps it in their half. Earl Roberts on a nice touch around. Can he get anything more to go? Tries to tap it back. Dcrl with a nice turn sends it mid. Grayskull with an absolute launch to the far side. Oreo Man slow to attack. It's stemmed away. Earl Roberts can't do much here. Morphe Trying to get it around, but Dcrl there sends it away. Grayskull cuts it off early. Gets it around Oreo Man. Can he do any more here? Curly Fries cut off. And Earl Roberts will send this long. Tries to put it on target, but it goes off the post. Dcrl can't get anything to go on the same time. And Oreo gets a 50 in the mid.
I know one thing that I'm really looking for is those demos from Grayskull, because it makes a huge difference. And more slashing Morphe almost able to put it in, but Dcrl with an amazing save. Oreo Man trying to put it over to Earl Roberts. Earl Roberts putting it down.
Oh!
Getting an insane redirect straight down for the first goal of the series.
Wow. What a touch away. Earl Roberts on a fantastic redirect. And CVS Receipt finding an early lead here. Wowen Wilson shocked with that stunning goal.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that. I saw the vision coming with the redirect, but that was just really clean from Earl Roberts and Oreo Man. A little 1-2 punch there.
Yeah, no doubt. Oreo Man, currently the man with the most views in Dcrl history for a clip. Slotted a flip reset, double tap home. We'll see if the mechiness of this side, Earl Roberts and Oreo Man, can show up tonight as CVS Receipt coming off a tough loss to Rising Stock find their way through.
Wait, does he actually have the most clip,
Yeah.
most viewed clip in Twitch? Really?
Yeah, it has 11,000 something views.
What? No way.
Yep. If you haven't taken a look at that, I'd recommend it. Absolute beautiful goal from Oreo Man. Pretty sure the name of the clip is Average Oreo Man Shot. It's an absolute dime piece. Earl Roberts tries to turn on that. Real Curly Fries all alone with the goal. Gets a touch for round one. Puts it away, and we're tied up halfway through this game.
Look at that solo play from Real Curly Fries. Able to dribble it and flicking it around just barely from Earl Roberts. The only place that he couldn't reach. And like I said before, he's someone that we need to look out for those solo plays. If CVS isn't able to stop him early, he's going to go lights out here.
Yeah, but what they got to remember on the Wowen Wilson side is that Oreo Man does exist as he's sitting in the center. This touch goes high. Unable to get a touch on it, Morphe sends it away. And they'll get a clear out, but Dcrl, quick to follow. Curly Fries, awkward touch mid. Dcrl can't get anything to go. It's back towards Oreo Man. Sent to the side. Curly Fries will get an alone ball here. Flies high towards the backboard. Earl Roberts sends it away.
Going a little back and forth here. Slashing Morphe trying to put it mid, but Dcrl's there early to be able to put it over to the right to Earl Roberts. Earl Roberts putting it around, grabbing the boost, maybe getting a little doomsy, but Real Curly Fries able to block it. Straight over towards Oreo Man. Not able to get a touch from Real Curly Fries. Oreo Man hitting it over towards the goal. Grayskull missing it just barely. The Slashing Morphe is able to put it around on the wall. Flicks it over Earl Roberts maybe, but Earl Roberts with a beautiful save. Going over to Dcrl, hitting it unfortunate towards Grayskull. And Earl Roberts maybe getting a solo play off of this. As Real Curly Fries gets demoed by Oreo Man, doing a little Grayskull action there. Dcrl put it up, trying to get it around Grayskull, going over towards the right corner of CVS Receipt as Earl Roberts gets demoed by Grayskull. One of his signatures going over towards Morphe, almost getting the shot off, and Dcrl with the save, barely not getting the goal off for Wowen Wilson.
Yeah, Grayskull's cam's been a little rough. If everyone wants to take a look, the man with the best hair in the league pushing on these demos. Honestly, we'll see how it goes. This ball flies home for Curly Fries. What a shot.
Real Curly Fries able to capitalize off of an unfortunate touch from Oreo Man. Earl Roberts wasn't able to pop it up, and Real Curly Fries just slots it into the right side of the net. Real Curly Fries is looking good right now as they're up 2-1 with a minute remaining.
Yeah, CVS Receipt need to find a response as Oreo Man gets a chance, but Morphe sends it away. Earl Roberts tries to cut it off, can't do anything with it. Pops it high. Dcrl on a nice touch, just floats down mid. Oreo Man there, not able to dookie. The Dookie King himself can't get anything to go as Earl Roberts tries to get this mid. This ball's rolling towards the net, but Grayskull able to get it wide. Dcrl, slow to move up. It's a touch over one. Real Curly Fries. It's a nice touch out of the corner. Delay on the defense. Earl Roberts able to get something wide, but Grayskull quick on the follow. Nice touch away by Oreo Man, but it's quickly followed up by slashing Morphe, who sends it high. Earl Roberts on a nice receive, sends it towards the wall. And with 10 seconds left, they're running out of time. CVS need to find something now.
Oh, Roberts putting it over towards
Oh!
Daryl. Daryl getting the redirect straight over to the left side of the goal. I did not expect there to be a goal there, honestly. Daryl with no boost, able to pop it around Grayskull, and Grayskull just wasn't able to be there on time. And with 5 seconds remaining, they're able to tie it up and trying to get into overtime here.
That is insane. As the ball floats down, Oreo Man tries to put something on. This ball floating high. Earl Roberts forced to play back as Curly Fries tries to make a dribbling play happen. Can't quite keep it on. And an overtime game 1.
That was a beautiful shot to put it into overtime. As real Curly Fries trying to put it around, going over off the backboard, touching it over Earl Roberts.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of a misplay.
Wow.
I think that was Oreo Man. Curly Fries able to slot it home for his team, and just a little bit short from Oreo Man as Wowen Wilson able to put it down in game 1.
Yeah, they take game 1, but it's off the back of real Curly Fries putting up a masterclass of a performance. Wow, Bean, that's crazy.
Yeah, like I was saying, real Curly Fries is going to be the star here if they allow it. If they're able to cut him off early and not let him just get anything off. It's looking a little rough for Wowen Wilson, as personally speaking, I think he is the main reason why they're doing so well this season. If they had someone just slightly less mechanical, I don't think this would be the same result at all, even a little bit.
That's completely fair. As you look at CBS Receipt, who do you think needs to perform as we head deeper into these matches?
Right now, I think it has to be Dcrl here. Even though he did put up a really solid performance here, I think it needs to be a little bit earlier on those cut-offs for real Curly Fries, as Earl Roberts is also their main offense. So I think Dcrl is needing to basically bully out real Curly Fries, and if they're able to do that, it'll work wonders for them. As we get headed into this game 1, Dcrl putting it straight over towards Oreo Man. It's looking real promising for CVS, as Earl Roberts not having enough boost to be able to hit it over. Dcrl maybe getting the shot off, but real Curly Fries is saying no to that really slow shot. Real Curly Fries putting in the defense, honestly.
Yeah, did I have my mic muted for a solid 10-15 seconds? Maybe. I'd plead the fifth. This ball floating mid. Oreo Man with a whiff. Dcrl cuts it off. He gets it wide. Closest one mid. Grayskull quick to turn. Same with real Curly Fries. Real Curly Fries gets a beat on high. He gets a nice touch. Was he ceiling dashing?
I think so.
That's insane. Oreo Man with a nice cutoff. Can anyone turn on this? Yes, they can. Real Curly Fries sends it high towards the backboard. Is anyone there off the touch? No. This ball is going to float out wide. And Grayskull will try to get one touch. He does get it. Morphe just turns on it early. Waiting on Dcrl. Dcrl, the nice touch high. Morphe steals the boost. Curly Fries with a nice touch to the corner. Can he get anything more to go? No. Oreo Man will send it past him.
I know. Grayskull trying to put it around. And it's going over towards Dcrl as he pops it straight over towards slashing Morphe. But real Curly Fries is able to slot it over from the defense. Real Curly Fries not there. Grayskull popping it over. And no one from CVS is able to answer back right away. Oreo Man getting off to slashing Morphe as real Curly Fries trying to put a shot into CVS's goal. But Earl Roberts is able to just be there. Earl Roberts is looking so much better for defense here for CVS.
Oh, valid attempt there, but doesn't fall. Earl Roberts tries to send this mid. No one's there. Grayskull takes it out of his own half. Meets Dcrl. Dcrl sends one high. Quick to follow over Curly Fries. Curly Fries able to get a nice touch off the sidewall. Oreo Man forced to play it into his own corner off that amazing touch.
I'm kind of wondering, why did real Curly Fries choose that for his name? I don't know if we've ever asked him in an interview.
Maybe he's just that big into Arby's.
Maybe. Dude, Arby's fries, delicious. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they go crazy.
So good. But as we get halfway through this game, it is still
Oh.
scoreless. Daryl towards Earl Roberts. But Grayskull able to block it out. Earl Roberts not getting the touch, and neither is Grayskull as Oreo Man trying to slot it. Real Curly Fries put it over towards the right onto Daryl. Daryl putting it towards mid, slashing Morphe able to cut it off. Real Curly Fries with the shot. But Earl Roberts is able to beat back. Guys, Real Curly Fries demos Earl Roberts. I thought that was Grayskull for a little bit. That's just how much he demos. I thought that was, oh, there it is. Grayskull demoing.
Yeah. Real Curly Fries gets it cut off mid. Earl Roberts quick to follow. Slots it against the backboard. Oreo Man cuts it off early. A demo on to 1. Can they get anything more to go? Curly Fries takes it to the sidewall. He pops it high. Earl Roberts quick to follow. Sends it long across. A quick cutoff by Grayskull. Can it be followed up? Not quite. Grayskull can't get much to go, but Curly Fries quick to follow. A touch out by Oreo Man. Sends this mid. And Earl Roberts trying to follow this. Not much boost in the tank. Oreo Man gets a nice touch mid. This is floating in front of net. No one there. Dcrl forced to play it on the far side.
That was a beautiful touch from Oreo Man, and it was almost so good, but no one from CBS was able to put it in. It's Real Curly Fries. Almost an accidental own goal as he has boost to try to get a solo play off, popping it over Dcrl. Oreo Man able to touch it and slashing Morphe. 50ing over from Earl Roberts is Dcrl trying to get an air dribble going up. Oh, almost getting the flip reset, but Real Curly Fries able to clear it out. Earl Roberts putting it over from the waterfall. Maybe Oreo Man getting a read off. Real Curly Fries getting 50 by Dcrl as Oreo Man maybe getting a touch off, going over to slashing Morphe. Earl Roberts way up, but getting demoed by slashing Morphe. Grayskull able to get some offense going for Wowen Wilson as Oreo Man not getting the flick that he wants. Real Curly Fries maybe getting the quick reset. No, Earl Roberts getting the defense up, slashing Morphe, putting it straight over towards Earl Roberts. Maybe
Earl Roberts.
Oh, but no boost from Earl Roberts with 30 seconds remaining. This is looking more and more intense. This is still tied up.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. It's 0-0 game. Dcrl on the whip. Earl Roberts to pinch off Oreo Man's head. No one there. Oreo Man forced to turn. It's awkward. Goes off the post. Oreo Man fakes out again. Gets a touch past 1. Can he do anything with it? In the corner. This ball rolling mid. No one there. This ball flies mid. Earl Roberts can't get it. This ball back mid. No one able to get anything on. And this falls. Overtime in game number 2.
That ball was just ping-ponging back and forth. It looked like pinball for a little bit. This is going so back and forth as it's still 0-0. This is the second overtime here in this series in game 2. As Oreo Man putting it over towards Grayskull. Grayskull getting the offense going from Oreo Man, popping it around everyone maybe. Real Curly Fries getting a touch as Dcrl able to put it around his goal. Grayskull popping it over. Earl Roberts getting the boost. Slashing Morphe with an unfortunate miss. Earl Roberts trying to put it on as he gets demoed. But they're saved barely by the ball bouncing off the person who got demoed.
Yeah, Earl Roberts pinches this out of his side. Real Curly Fries has all the time in the world to go for it. Oreo Man taps it over his teammate. Dcrl sends it mid. Real Curly Fries quick on the beat. Morphe can't get it to go. Grayskull on the follow. Can he get anything to go past this? No. Earl Roberts able to go high. Punches it out. Can he get anything more? No, but this rolls mid. Dcrl pops it up once, pops it up twice. Is anyone there from his team? No. Oreo Man dodges the demo. Able to get one touch on. Can he get any more? Yes. This back to Earl Roberts, who launches it high. Will it waterfall down? Not quite. Cut away by Morphe, and Dcrl receives in the corner.
Going back and forth, going straight over towards Grayskull. Grayskull getting a nice touch. Earl Roberts putting it over towards mid, toward Dcrl, but Dcrl not able to get the touch that he wants. Earl Roberts popping it over towards the Wowen Wilson side. Real Curly Fries maybe on the ball. As Grayskull not having enough boost to get a touch. Dcrl getting 50 by slashing Morphe. Earl Roberts trying to go up with a solo play. Going over towards Real Curly Fries, trying to bounce it over. It gets a little nice bump. So slashing Morphe able to get it out of their side. Going over to Grayskull, trying to clear it out. Earl Roberts putting the pressure on.
Oh, Dcrl! Dcrl! What a shot! What a way to end it off. 2 minutes in. I said I wanted to go to bed. They said, let's keep playing. CVS Receipt puts that one home, tying up the series. What a shot and way to end it from the third man of CVS Receipt.
Man, it couldn't have ended better. Just Dcrl slotting it there, able to keep the series neck and neck with it being 1-1 as we go over to the stats. Earl Roberts having 442 score with 2 saves. Real Curly Fries with 4 saves, but not able to get some offense out. He had 3 shots, and it was looking a little bit more rough for Wowen Wilson because they were able to put in some pressure. CVS was able to, and they were able to finish it off in overtime.
Yeah, no doubt. And we'll work on getting into the third match here. Momentum really neutral right now. As CVS Receipt and Wowen Wilson tie up the series here. Honestly, this could still go either way. I'm not really sure. My prediction's already out the trash can here, so we'll see. As CVS Receipt find a win, but can they find momentum? Can they hold on for longer than 1 goal in overtime? Can they find a way to outscore this absolutely effective Wowen Wilson side?
Yeah, I'm looking a little bit more for those aggressive games here. Obviously, these teams are doing really good defensively, and CVS, one of the best defensive teams in this division, and they're not trying to allow them to get any shots up here.
Yeah, Earl Roberts sends it to the side, followed up quickly by Oreo Man, but nothing goes. Oreo Man still cutting this off as Morphe just tries to get it out of his half. Nice touch by Curly Fries, gets it past Dcrl. This ball not quite on. Curly Fries follows it up, but not able to go. Oreo Man will get it out of his half from Morphe. Quick to follow, puts it wide. Can he get anything to go? No, Dcrl sends it away. This ball falling back towards Earl Roberts. A demo by Grayskull. Not one back. Can anything fly high enough, but not high enough to get past Oreo Man? Dcrl tries to follow, but Oreo Man has 2. Grayskull launches towards the sidewall. Earl Roberts cuts it off early. This ball floating high. Oreo Man sends it away. And CVS Receipt stuck on defense for so long.
The Sixers have been doing well for the Dookie of Hazard himself, Oreo Man. I haven't really been seeing him much in Sixers lately, but that's probably late night. But it's been doing real wonders for him as CVS able to maybe get a shot off, but slashing Morphe, saving it. That was almost a wide open net for Oreo Man as Dcrl putting it over, maybe getting it over towards mid as Oreo Man getting it over to Earl Roberts, but a little bit behind him. Real Curly Fries off the backboard, faking it. Able to get a little pop off to slashing Morphe, having no boost, and Real Curly Fries getting demoed by Oreo Man. Grayskull trying to put a shot off, but Earl Roberts is able to cut it off early. Real Curly Fries hitting it over towards mid, getting a little bit unfortunate as slashing Morphe almost slotting it straight in towards the CPS goal.
Yeah, Grayskull gets a nice touch long. Oreo Man able to cut it off, but Curly Fries cuts it off early, gets it high. This ball lying mid. All 3 players of CVS pushed a little too far up here, but Earl Roberts, quick on the follow. Dcrl takes 10 years to turn around. And once he does, he gets a nice touch over. A whiff on a little fake there for Oreo Man, and Oreo Man puts it away.
I wasn't paying attention for a little bit right towards the end there. Oreo Man, a nice little touch going straight over, slashing Morphe and Grayskull, and they were just out of position. Oreo Man able to capitalize that, and they are up 1-0 in this really tight series here.
Yeah, no doubt. This ball floating high. Earl Roberts waiting on it. Sends it back down towards Oreo Man, but slashing Morphe sends it long. Met by Dcrl. Dcrl pops it over towards Earl Roberts, who pops it mid. Can he get one to Dcrl? So close, but Grayskull keeps it away. Real Curly Fries awkward off Grayskull's touch. Oreo Man taps it off Grayskull, Curly Fries front. And slashing Morphe beats out Dcrl. Dcrl with a great save. Earl Roberts able to get it out wide. And Oreo Man sends it long. It's on target. Can he get back in time? No, he can't. Oreo Man with a 2-0 lead.
I was about to comment that I think it was a Rule 1, but Oreo Man able to just slot it, and the rule 1 doesn't even matter here. Slashing Morphe, not able to get back on time, and that was a beautiful slot from Oreo Man himself. I wasn't expecting that, honestly.
Not at all. With 2 minutes left, a 2-goal lead. Oreo Man receives in his corner, but it's awkward. Real curly fries one, like in a really awkward touch. You expect him to slot that there. It's a little off-putting as Grayskull off on the aerial. Morphe awkward as well as he's trying to get back and able to get a touch on this. He taps it back. Earl Roberts pops this up high mid. Oreo Man cuts it off early, but no one else there. Earl Roberts with a nice turn, puts it on target. Saved away. Fantastic save for the time being, but not much more here as a 2-goal lead still. Wowen Wilson, outside of good defense, they need to find some offense.
That was actually an insane save from Grayskull. Grayskull putting in the work on defense for this Wowen Wilson team as Real Curly Fries trying to get a solo play, but Dcrl, like I said, he is putting in the work and making sure that Real Curly Fries isn't able to get a play off. Earl Roberts trying to get some going, but he only has 12 boost in the tank. Oreo Man trying to get a touch off towards Dcrl, and it works out in their favor. Grayskull trying to put it over towards his corner, getting a 50, a good 50 off of Oreo Man. Earl Roberts putting it over towards their corner as Grayskull able to hit it off. Dcrl trying to get a touch off, but he wasn't able to at all. Oreo Man reading it off the backboard, an unfortunate touch. Are they able to capitalize it? No, they're not. Slashing Morphe not getting the touch. Hitting it, Grayskull hitting it over towards the right. Is Oreo Man able to cut it off? It's going over towards their corner. 30 seconds left.
Oh!
CVSC almost slotting it towards their favor, but it just doesn't go in. Morphe may be able to put it in, but Oreo Man after the bump still saves it. Slashing Morphe, putting it away to keep this game close.
Yeah, but it might be a little too soon, but a little too late here as a 1-goal lead by CVS Receipt leaves Wowen Wilson with no time to get a goal here. They've got 16 seconds of dead time here. Can they find one to put it to overtime?
I know they need to be a little bit more aggressive. Real Curly Fries not getting the touch. Oreo Man shooting it over towards post. Real Curly Fries not touching it.
Oh! End them away!
A little shiv, a little dream shake by the ad. Earl Roberts popping it over 1, popping it over 2, and able to slot it straight over to the top left and puts his team up 3-1.
Yeah, 2-goal lead from CVS. She all but ensures this match as the ball flies high. Grayskull can't make contact. Real Curly Fries takes it away, and this ball will fall. And CVS Receipt takes game number 3. And the lead in the series overall, setting them up 1 game away from match point. Holy cow, can this ball please go down? I am done trying to finish off this game.
They're
Please.
still trying to keep it up.
There we go.
Oreo Man able to put it down and able to finish out game 3 to put them up 2-1 in this series. I told CVS could go off to a rough start, but after that start, they could go lights out.
Yeah, no doubt. And CVS, with all the momentum after that match, we'll see if that continues. They've held it on. They were able to get momentum off that overtime win. And after that, just finding a way to win game after game here. Earl Roberts saying nuh-uh to my existence that each team gets a timeout. They do. We're not going to hold it from them. As we head to game number 4. This is an important one. Honestly, I think this is the most important one out of all games. Yeah. You want to know why? Because game 4 is either when you're trying to fight back for a reverse sweep or you're trying to get your team back into it. Because game 4, you're either about to go on match point or on the back end of that, you're kind of like just trying to hold them, trying to find a way back to tie up the series. It's a rough one.
Yeah, no, I was kind of saying a similar thing during the regular season. The game 3, the middle game is the most important, just for those exact reasons alone. You don't want to be the team that just got sweeped 4-0 on that game 4, and you're trying to come back for that, or you're trying to put it out after you're up 3-0, or even just trying to tie it up 2-2. It's really important to be able to win that game 4. even the first game. I think it's like game 4 and game 1 are the most important games to win, honestly.
I would say game 7 is also pretty important.
If it gets there. If it gets there.
Yeah, no doubt. Ooh, Earl Roberts up high. Oreo Man and him both in the air. Real curly fries off his backboard. Tries to follow this up, but Daryl's there. He gets a nice pinch over him. Oreo Man cuts us off early, but Morphe with a nice touch off. Daryl able to get it high. With this ball floating. A shot on attempt by Curly Fries, followed up by Morphe. Can't go. Grayskull tries to turn on this. Can he get anything mid? Not quite. Daryl will get a touch away.
Who is this Dcrl guy, man? This guy has been popping off this season. Being third man, that's crazy. As Wilson almost getting a shot off and slashing Morphe able to clean it up. I thought it was a slot right away. Real curly fries, just a little bit off, but slashing Morphe able to clean it up and put them up 1-0. This is extremely important for them here.
Yeah, no doubt. A quick one there for Wowen Wilson. They find their first goal after a long while here, and the Knight find another one as Grayskull puts it away. And that's a 2-0 lead for Wowen Wilson. CVS Receipt need to find their footing now.
They didn't need a timeout, but they were able to talk it through and understand, hey, this is what we need to do. And they're already up 2-0 with a minute down. Wowen Wilson is starting to heat up a little bit more, and hopefully they're able to keep this up.
Yeah, that's a nice touch to the middle. Daryl cuts it off early, though. Is that on target? Not quite. Morphe able to get it away. Earl Roberts can't get past Grayskull as he launches it long. Oreo Man cuts it off. Earl Roberts plays it back towards Daryl. Daryl punched away by Grayskull. And Earl Roberts forced to take it out of his own corner. A touch out mid towards Oreo. Can Oreo do anything with it? He launches it hard across the backboard. Met in the corner by Grayskull. Grayskull and Oreo Man pinch it mid. Earl Roberts collects. It flies towards the sidewall, comes back mid. Real curly fries. Can't get a good touch. This is high. Morphe sends it down. Real curly fries on a nice touch to the corner, and Daryl is forced to receive.
I know, going straight over towards Daryl as getting bumped a little bit. Oreo Man trying to put it over for his team, centering it, but no one is there for CVS Receipt. Slashing Morphe able to pop it around. Trying to get around another real curly fries. Oh man, Earl Roberts barely getting it around as Oreo Man was a little bit awkward for his team. Almost a goal. Real curly fries popping it around one. Maybe popping it around Daryl.
Oh, puts it away.
Ooh, that was almost a little unfortunate for Wowen, but they're able to slide it down.
Yeah, it's a great touch off Daryl, and curly fries puts it home easily there. 3-0 lead for Wowen Wilson. A lot of Rocket League left to play. A little over half the match. Can CVS Receipt find their way back here?
Yeah. But going back to that other goal, Grayskull almost messed up a little bit because he was bumping off real curly fries, and he almost wasn't able to get a touch off of the goal as Oreo Man doing Oreo Man things, popping it over everyone when everyone is there.
Wow. CVS Receipt able to get one back though. What is that? What is that? That is the most Mickey goal I've ever seen in Dcrl. That's a lie, but it feels like it. Little lucky touch from Oreo Man gets him one, and yeah. Whew. That just
sums up Div C, I feel.
Fair enough.
There could be some really good things happening, and then just the Mickeyest goal you've ever seen. I did not think that was going to go in CVS's favor. As 2 minutes left remaining, Wowen Wilson is still up. Oh, Roberts trying to get this going for his team.
Daryl!
Almost getting the redirect straight over towards his goal.
Yeah, it's a nice cut.
Right over towards Real Curly Fries as he's over into the corner. Earl Roberts able to try to cut him off, getting a 50 off towards Oreo Man. Oreo Man just hitting it off of the sidewall. Real Curly Fries maybe able to get a read off. Oreo Man cutting him off, slashing Morphe, trying to pass it over towards Real Curly Fries. But a little bit of a misfortunate whiff there from him.
Yeah. Earl Roberts flexing the corner of this ball, rolling mid. Is anyone there? Oreo Man on a whip. Earl Roberts forced to play back into his half. Real Curly Fries on the turn, gets a flick over one, but cut off early. Earl Roberts This ball floating into the back line pops up high. Grayskull lying in wait. Earl Roberts hits it off the back wall. Oreo Man pops it up. Dcrl there. Can he get something over? No. Dcrl can't get anything mid either. Earl Roberts forced to push it early. Real Curly Fries lies behind him. Oreo Man with a nice touch, but it goes wide. Grayskull in the corner to receive.
Oreo Man has really good chemistry with Earl Roberts. I don't know. He's just able to read exactly what Earl Roberts is wanting to do, and maybe that's dealing with comms. They're able to talk it up, but they're looking really good. 30 seconds left, and CVS is still trying to find an answer after those 3 goals from Wowen Wilson as Oreo Man trying to pop it over towards the goal, but Slashy Morphe able to cut it off. Earl Roberts getting it off the backboard. Real Curtis Price able to cut it off. Oreo Man there to try to pop it over to Dcrl, trying to get a soft touch. Slashy Morphe getting over to Earl Roberts. Grayskull, 10 seconds left. Grayskull trying to pinch it off and able to get it around CVS, and Wowen Wilson clapping back from game 3 and able to tie up this series here. This is going to be really important for Wowen Wilson if they're wanting to keep going forward here in this playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not expecting to see a timeout here, but I'm also expecting the teams that have to talk it over. Oreo Man and Dcrl not putting up much points and much play there. And CVS Receipt looking awkward and in need of a little bit of a facelift there, as they did not play well that game.
Looking at the stats, they had 8 shots to 3 shots. Wowen Wilson to CVS. It's looking so good for Wowen Wilson, especially that start. That start was so good for them. But after that start, there wasn't much action except for that one CVS goal. After they were up 3-0, I don't know, there just wasn't much action, as you can see from the stats. Relatively low, I would say, from both teams, as the other games were like 500 score on like 2 to 3 players from the previous games. So a little bit less action, but Wowen Wilson able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, absolutely stunning performance from them as we head into game number 5. Which team will get match point? Which team will find their way through? We'll find out here soon as CVS Receipt Wowen Wilson. Will Wowen Wilson's momentum remain, or will CVS Receipt find something early here? Here we go.
Hold up, question. With Throbos versus Xynergy, wasn't this like the same start?
Yep.
Where one team had like 1 game, and then it was like 2 games and then 1 game.
Yeah.
So looking a little bit similar to that series, as there was also some really good goals from this series too. And I saw the Omega Blaze double tap. That was insane. I think that's probably going into the clip submission for Dcrl.
Yeah, no doubt. We've had some really nice goals on today. We'll see if that continues. There's a nice touch around Grayskull there. But Oreo Man pops this one up. Curly Fries awkward in his back line. A car switch from him. Interesting. As Dcrl tries to put this one on. Floats a little high. Morphe touch out. But Grayskull on in front of this gets a nice 50. And Morphe puts a shot on. Dcrl not able to get the angle. Morphe puts it away.
Slashy Morphe with the angle from Grayskull's 50 off of Earl Roberts. And just able to pop it over Dcrl. A little unfortunate, but Morphe able to capitalize on the mistouch.
All I'm going to say is if this goes to Game 7, I'm never casting Sick again. It's just a curse to me. The one time I won 3-4-0s, I get Game 7, and whatever this is going to be.
Well, it's already going to go to Game 6 for sure.
Yeah, I know. Dcrl shoots this one high. He goes for the follow. Off the crossbar. Back down. Earl Roberts with an awkward touch. Forces Oreo Man to back up a little bit. Oreo Man can't do much here. As this ball floats back into their back line. Dcrl is awkward off of a demo attempt. And this ball slotted in by Curly Fries. Wowen Wilson's momentum reigns true with a 2-goal lead.
What happened there?
Grayskull was chasing Dcrl to Kingdom Come and gave them a free shot.
Of course. Now, why wouldn't that happen? It's always, I feel like that's always what happens. Grayskull able to just capitalize on them being mispositioned and trying to get a demo off, and then with them dodging, missing the ball completely, and they're able to just slot it in, and they're already up 2 goals within 2 minutes here, and it's just looking so good for Wowen Wilson here.
Oh, nice pass. Dcrl can't put it away. Morphe cut off early by Earl Roberts. This ball flying high will pop down. Oreo Man cut off as this ball floats into the blue half, but Dcrl tries to take it out. Cut off by Grayskull. Grayskull can't get the pop. Earl Roberts wins the 50. It flows towards the backboard. Morphe able to get it to the corner. And hopefully they'll get a little bit of a way here as Oreo Man tries to take it mid. Can't get it to go. Earl Roberts forced to play into his backside.
Real Curly Fries trying to pop it over from the corner. Grayskull almost getting a beautiful shot, but barely coming off the crossbar as slashing Morphe popping it over from the corner. Real Curly Fries.
Oh, that's on. That's home. What a shot.
Real Curly Fries able to put in their 3rd goal for Wowen Wilson here, Penn.
Yeah, momentum secured heavily on this Wowen Wilson side. CVS Receipt looking a little awkward here. They need to find something. And to be honest, with half the game left here, maybe they find that. No, sent away. What a save. Oreo Man on the angle, can't get it to go. Curly Fries gets it wide. Earl Roberts off the backboard. Dcrl quick on the follow. Floats this one high. Can he get something mid to Oreo? Yes, he can. Oreo can't put it away, though. A great save again. This Wowen Wilson side looking dominant on offense, defense, and everything between as Curly Fries almost gets that on. Grayskull touched away by Dcrl. Dcrl, no more follows. This ball floating mid by Earl Roberts. Oreo Man able to get a flick over one. Can't get the demo. This ball staying kind of mid. Oreo Man chooses to go down. Dcrl with a pop-up high. Floats towards the backboard. Comes off. And Real Curly Fries receives.
This is just not CVS's game here. Even if they got some good shots, Wowen Wilson is able to put it down defensively. Grayskull off to the backboard, hitting it over Earl Roberts as Dcrl is the only one back, going over towards slashing Morphe, maybe trying to get a center off, but Dcrl cutting it off towards Oreo Man. Oreo Man and Dcrl popping it over towards the goal, maybe getting a double, but Grayskull on the backboard reading it up, slashing Morphe, hitting it over towards Real Curly Fries, maybe popping it over towards the top right bins. No, slashing Morphe, maybe cleaning it up a little bit slow from CVS. 1 minute remaining. Real Curly Fries into the corner, and they're up 3-0. CVS Receipt need an answer here in order to win this game.
Yeah, that's a nice pop over one, but can't get anything else to go. Grayskull able to get out of his own half. 40 seconds left. It's all on the line here. Luckily, they do have a little bit of buffer here as they have one more game to lose. But Oreo Man gets a touch hard off the back wall. Can he follow it up and keeps it high? Earl Roberts on the follow, sends it low. It bounces, but it's saved away by Curly Fries. And the defensive masterclass of this Wowen Wilson side cannot be overstated.
This is looking a little bit more rough as Real Curly Fries popping it over. Waterfall down, maybe slashing
Morphe!
Backboard! And slashing Morphe able to put the nail in the coffin this game from Real Curly Fries pop over the backboard.
Yeah, he puts that away, ends their dreams on this game. 4-0, the lead, 15 seconds left. CVS Receipt scrambling.
Oh, this is looking rough, but 15 seconds left off the game. You just need to get one redemption goal here. So Real Curly Fries not wanting that at all. Slashing Morphe, trying to put it around people. 5 seconds left. Oreo Man on the ball, trying to read it off the backboard. A little unfortunate as Earl Roberts almost slotting it for his team, but just a little short. And that describes this game, Penn. They had some decent shots there, but it was just not enough against Wowen Wilson's defense there.
Yeah, no doubt. Timeout coming out from CVS Receipt, kind of expected.
Is match point here?
Yeah, it's match point. This is looking rough. Oh man, I am absolutely stunned by how this has gone so far. Game 6 is where we find ourselves, and I didn't expect it to go this long. I thought one of the teams would get streaky and at least finish this off early, but no. They take us all the way the distance as we head to the timeout screen. we get to see the lovely faces of the players playing right now. As Oreo Man sent away and gone. And the rest of them just trying to figure it out. I think it's more of a mental reset, to be honest, for this CVS side. They can put offense on. They just seemed a little bit too far into their head. We'll see if they can correct it this game.
Yeah, I think Earl Roberts also had 3 saves there. So I think it was just, they were both playing a really good game, but Wowen Wilson just wasn't allowing CVS to do anything on the offense, which they were able to capitalize off that because I think CVS was trying to play a little bit more aggressive because they needed the goals there. And Wowen Wilson was able to just put it around them when they were just a little out of position, a little mispositioned, and were able to slot it in. And that was, I don't know, just a masterclass from Wowen Wilson there.
Can I say this is like the best hair matchup I've ever seen in DCRL? Earl Roberts versus Grayskull.
Oh, that is true. Earl Roberts, luscious hair. Gotta love it. And so does a Grayskull. I don't know. Just looking at the cams, I'm always like, good hair day. It's always a good hair day for them, I feel.
Yeah, we're back in the match. As CVS Receipt stuck on the back line. Wowen Wilson up 3-2. With the game here, they need to find something here. Oreo Man sends it mid. Dcrl doesn't go for it. Earl Roberts can't get a touch. And this ball flying back towards their side. Oreo Man able to get it into the corner. Is anyone there to follow? No. Oreo Man will have some time to push it out here. Touch around 1. Can you get any more to go? Curly Fries on a nice cut. Earl Roberts sitting back, sends it long. Comes off the wall, and Oreo Man forced to play an awkward touch around Grayskull. Earl Roberts bumps him instead of the ball. And Morphe is able to get it back into the blue side.
You know, Grayskull, even though you were talking about it before, how he was able to put shots in, I feel like his strong suit with not only demos, but it's defense. He's defensively positioned so well, and he is just able to cut off CVS Receipt at any given time.
No, that's completely fair. As Morphe not able to get a touch around Dcrl. This ball floats high. Grayskull cuts it off early. It's on target. Oreo able to get it wide. What a touch from Curly Fries. Off the crossbar again. This ball floating down. Nice touch out wide by one of the players as Earl Roberts gets a nice clear along Grayskull. Nice defensive play. Gets it to the corner. Earl Roberts, can he beat Grayskull? Yes, he gets a better 50, but Curly Fries quick to follow. This ball off the corner, floating mid. A whiff by Curly Fries. This ball staying mid. Earl Roberts puts it wide. Dcrl forced to make a touch. This flies out towards Oreo Man, but puts it hard to get the backboard. Dcrl gets another whiff on the follow. Earl Roberts tries to follow it up fast, but Morphe's able to get this one wide. Oreo Man on the follow.
Oh, Grayskull with the physical game and not allowing Earl Roberts to get a play off as real Curly Fries put it off of the backboard, trying to put it over center for his team as Grayskull getting it over and Earl Roberts cutting it off. Dcrl putting it forward, trying to get an offense going with real Curly Fries getting cut off by Oreo Man. Morphe put it over towards the right side, towards Dcrl with no boost remaining. Grayskull popping it around, trying to get real Curly Fries the spotlight with slashing Morphe, putting it over, and Earl Roberts cutting it off, maybe getting a shot off, but Grayskull with the defensive masterclass putting a save there. 3 saves here in this game 6 match point for Wowen Wilson. Wowen.
Yeah, this ball flowing high. Oreo able to get a touchdown, but not much more. Earl Roberts playing to his back line, sends the ball to the corner. Morphe with a boost steal. The ball followed up by real Curly Fries. Can't do much more as this ball flies out wide. An awkward touch by Morphe sent down towards Earl Roberts. Can he get anything to go? No. This ball floating towards the backboard. Oreo Man on a great read. Dcrl ended. This ball flowing high and right. Not able to be followed as Morphe keeps it in the corner. A nice touch under 1 by Curly Fries, but can't do much more. This ball flowing out towards Morphe, set mid. Earl Roberts on the receive. This ball straight to Grayskull. Grayskull launches it high. Dcrl with a nice cutoff. Oreo Man sends it long, and Curly Fries will maintain.
This is a little bit more boomer ball than those first 2 games here, and a little bit more control from real Curly Fries as he almost gets the good. Oh my goodness, I'm like stumbling on my words, but he had a great pass. Oh, a little bit of a mistouch but he's able to recuperate, trying to get an air dribble, almost getting the flip reset, trying to pop it around Earl Roberts. But Earl Roberts, defensively sound, going over towards slashing Morphe.
Oh,
man, hit it over to Earl Roberts.
Oh,
Trying to get in the lead, but a little bit off. Going over towards Real Curly Fries. Earl Roberts cutting him off. Grayskull 15 it off. Oreo Man, 1 minute to go.
Oh, get it.
Dcrl almost getting the read. Earl Roberts putting the offense in, and Grayskull trying to get it out of the goal's range. And Real Curly Fries able to clear it out for the team.
That's a great touch. Earl Roberts receives in the corner. Curly Fries sends this one mid. Get the touch round one. Morphe unable to get the touch away. Oreo Man quick to follow this one in the corner. Get the touch around Grayskull. This ball flowing mid, but no one there. Dcrl forced to see it high. Earl Roberts sends it down and on. CVS find their first goal with 30 seconds left.
That was so back and forth. There was a little bit more control this time around. Earl Roberts, a little unfortunate from the Wowen Wilson, not able to get the save, as Earl Roberts put it straight in front of two people's cars. But they just weren't able to get the touch that they wanted.
Yeah, those touchdowns, the momentum on them are really hard to put away. As Curly Fries has an opportunity, but it's sent wide. Earl Roberts cuts it off early. Can he get anything more here? As Dcrl comes through to bully the ball out of their half. Earl Roberts, low boost, waiting in backline. Oreo Man can't cut him off. Grayskull tries to push the ball forward, but a great touch around two by Earl Roberts. Flashing Morphe receives in his backline. Can he get anything to go? Goes for the flick. It's a little low on his car. CVS put it down for the third time tonight. We are going to game number 7. Bean, I wanna jump. I wanna jump into my bed right now. I am so done. But these games are so good.
Yeah, a little unfortunate for you, but it's very fortunate for the viewers right now, as obviously Game 7 is the most sought after game for playoffs. Just seeing that the winner-lose matchup. Oh my goodness, the food is getting to me again. This happened last cast. But win or lose, these teams need this here to keep the streak alive. And right now, I don't know who's ahead in this game for Game 7, as both teams have been playing so well defensively.
No.
Penny there?
Yeah, I went tonight. I was trying to get a day, but we are going to Champions Field nonetheless. Was I not paying attention and almost didn't have it on Champions Field? Maybe. But that doesn't matter. It's Champions Field. It's the last game. It is 5 minutes of Rocket League, maybe a little more on the back end. And it is two teams fighting to keep their series alive, trying to keep their entire season alive. They've worked all semester for this. Can they find something to keep it going? Or will this be the end? Curly Fries. So close, but can't get anything to fall. Dcrl will get a clear here. Morphe, nice cut to the corner. Earl Roberts there. Low boost totals from everyone but Oreo Man, but he's the one to whiff. Dcrl can't get anything to go. Morphe on the turn, can't get anything. Morphe. Oh no, that's almost an own goal. Will this roll in? It's rolling in front of the net, but no one there. Dcrl with the follow-up puts it away. CVS received 1-0 early.
A slight miscommunication from Wowen Wilson, as they weren't able to get the clear off. No one had boost there, so it was a little awkward for everyone, but Dcrl able to clean it up for CVS Receipt, and now the score is 1-0 in this Game 7. Win or go home.
Yeah, this ball pops a little high. Wowen Wilson on the turn. Can't get anything to go. This is kept a little hard in the corner. Oreo Man able to take the cut out here. Morphe demos him. Grayskull sends this long. Dcrl with a nice cut. And Curly Fries will have time in his corner to send this one high. Will he do anything more with it? Not quite. Oreo Man with a nice receive. Can't get it around Grayskull. This ball flowing back towards Dcrl. Dcrl sends it to the other side. Earl Roberts on the turn. Grayskull ends them both. Oreo Man pushes up a little ahead. This ball floating towards the backboard. Nice touch by Oreo Man around one, but ended by Curly Fries. This ball floating mid. Morphe cuts it off early. And Dcrl sends us back into the orange half.
Like 4 demos in like the span of 30 seconds. Grayskull
Yeah.
almost putting it straight into the goal. Daryl popping it over towards mid, and I think Grayskull got the boost there. Daryl with no boost, trying to pop it over towards the middle as Grayskull trying to put it around. Earl Roberts cutting him off with 0 boost also. Nobody is having boost here. Or man, maybe popping it around. Grayskull on the ball with Earl Roberts.
Daryl. There's an opportunity.
Maybe couldn't it? But just a little bit unfortunate as Oreo Man trying to put it middle for his team. Is anyone there? They are, but they get cut off by Wowen Wilson. Grayskull faking it from Oreo Man, popping it around.
Grayskull!
With the solo play. Oh my goodness. He just took Oreo Man's soul there.
I'm not going to be that guy, but Oreo Man should have definitely gone for the demo there, but his mind isn't in tuned like Grayskull is, so he didn't go for it. And instead,
Oh, no.
CVS receive a goal here. It's an awkward kickoff for him, but Earl Roberts able to get it out. The touch around 2. Can he get anything more? No. Ended and sent away. Daryl can't get a turn here. Grayskull around 1. Oreo Man on a cut. Gets past 1, gets past 2. Can he pop this mid? He delays Morphe
no!
so bad. Morphe ended. How the hell, Oreo? This man has a family.
Faked out by Oreo Man, and Oreo Man able to slot it in. That was so open and a little unfortunate from slashing Morphe. But CVS Receipt up 2-1 with half the game remaining, and it is their game right now, and they're trying to end it off right here, right now.
Yeah, Daryl able to receive that 50, but it pops high for Morphe. Morphe cut off by Oreo Man. This ball floating mid for Curly Fries. Curly Fries, he's been a little quiet since the first 2 games. With Oreo Man forced to go out wide to beat him. This ball floats high. Morphe there sends it down. Earl Roberts low boost, but he gets a touch out. Grayskull immediately there to receive. This ball rolls up, but a nice pinch out, and time ticks down every time this happens. This ball floating away from them, and a nice touch on by Earl Roberts. Great save by Grayskull, but the fact that this ball is not in the blue half means it can go in, and Daryl puts it away. CVFC take a 2-goal lead.
A nice follow-up from Oreo Man, putting it middle for Daryl with the slot, and able to put it up 3-1 for their team. CVS using that timeout efficiently and able to try to end this off. And or was it? No, yeah, it was CVS though had the timeout. Maybe Wowen Wilson needed that timeout.
Oh!
Able to slot it in with the shot from his half. Nobody was there.
No, not a single man. And with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, 30 seconds per goal, Wowen Wilson need to find their way back. 4-1 lead for CVS Receipt, and they're looking absolutely dominant in this game 7.
I know, it's looking more.
Oreo!
Man, almost getting the read off of the backboard. And Earl Roberts trying to put a straight back center for his team. Real Curly Fries.
Oreo! Oreo!
Cutting off Oreo as Grayskull bumping Daryl off, trying to get it around, but Daryl's still on it. Reading it over towards Earl Roberts, almost getting a pinch off.
Oh, the pre-flip!
Oh. But Grayskull able to read it.
That's
Barely
crazy.
able to put it around. 1 minute left. CVS Receipt up with the game on the line for maybe Real Curly Fries getting the double tap. Oh my goodness!
What a shot!
Oh my goodness!
That's a better shot than most of the Div B and Div A get shots today. That's crazy. An absolute slot from Curly Fries, but it's a little too soon, a little too late. They've got 25 seconds per shot. Can they get 2 more here? Wowen Wilson on their back foot, but it's not over. Real Curly Fries sends it to the corner. This pops up high. Morphe's there, but it's sent away by Daryl. Daryl straight to Grayskull. Grayskull cuts it off, but he's bumped away. Oreo Man able to send it back into their back line. Curly Fries, a little awkward. This ball barely out. Whoa, that was close. Earl Roberts cut away by Morphe. Grayskull on the ball. Can't get anything to go. This ball floating back into their half. 25 of those seconds gone as Curly Fries turns it upfield. This ball rolling in front of net. It's up. Morphe on. It can't go. just wide. Earl Roberts gets it away with 10 seconds left. There is not much more time on this game as Oreo tries to put one on. Not quite. Curly Fries sends it long downfield. No boost in his tank. Their season on the line. And Earl Roberts adds insult to injuries. He sends it away. And CVS Receipt take it at 7.
Unfortunate for Wowen Wilson. They needed that goal just a little bit earlier and maybe able to be just aggressive enough to be able to end it off. But CVS cleaning it up and able to end in style. That goal from Real Curly Fries, that was insane actually. But CVS able to end it off in game 7, and they're going on one series closer to LAN.
One more left, and it's going to be a hard one, barely managing in their future. We're going to get them in here for a winner's interview, but wow, what a game. And as we pull them in here, we got to say one thing only. Congratulations, boys. How are we feeling?
Oh, great. Oh, my gosh. Dude, we were, I can't even lie, we were a little stressed back there for a little bit.
I would be too. You guys took it all the way. And I got to ask, specifically over to the main man himself, Oreo Man. Coming out of that break time, out of that game you guys lost, put them on match point. You guys were down 2. You needed 2 to win, take that series. What did you guys talk about over that? Or did you guys kind of just need a mental reset over that timeout?
I kind of just had to take a tinkle, low-key. So
I needed a drink of water, so
yeah,
you know.
I guess you could say mental timeout.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that.
Fair enough, and it worked out for you. I'm gonna go over to the main man himself, and by that I mean the defensive masterclass / honestly the most consistent third man with aerials I've seen this season out of Div C, Dcrl. How do you feel after that game? Did you think that would go that long? And also, how do you feel about this matchup that coming up against barely managing?
Job's not finished. Nothing to be happy about.
Hey!
Nothing to be happy about. No, honestly, I'm not feeling too well right. I mean, we won, and I'm happy that we won. Job's not finished. I'm not too happy with my performance today, but I'm glad the boys were there to step up for me. Just got to get back into the lab. I know we're gonna have to play awkward Thanksgiving break game, so I know the boys will be locked in for that, and we'll see you guys at LAN, I guess.
For sure, can't wait to see it. I hope to see you there. He's calling a shot there. Beach Chalupa, questions over to you.
Yeah, no. Specifically over towards Oreo Man. There were a lot of plays there that you were able to read off of Earl Roberts' touches in the air. I was wondering if it's mostly just chemistry or if there's a little bit more of like the comms there that you're like, oh hey, I'm getting this touch. Earl, get it over towards me, and I'm just gonna try to just hit it over some.
You know, I'd say it's a little bit of chemistry, but also just the fact that I get so many dookies, I know how it hits off cards, apparently.
Hey, yeah, the Dookie of Hazard said it himself here.
Fair enough. I got one more question over to Earl Roberts, and then we're gonna have to end it off to the night because I am sick, tired, and I need sleep. So Earl Roberts, my question over to you, the important one, is when you guys were in it, game 7, it's like you guys have a decent lead, but out of nowhere, Curly Fries hits a nice ass double tap. Was there any falter in your guys' mind, or did you just you're like, we still got this. This is our game to win?
Yeah, no, not at all. I mean, it was a nice shot, don't get me wrong, but like I was like, I saw him get it past Dcrl. I was like, oh yeah, he's doubling that. What can you do? We're still up by 2 goals. You know, we made sure we had a good enough cushion there that we could just tank one of those. So I was not phased at all by that, but you know, still a good shot.
Glad to hear the mental confidence there. And as you guys head into this next game, I hope to see it somewhere on stream. It'll be a little awkward since it is a break game, but boys, I want to see you at LAN, and you guys just took the step forward that you needed. One more game, you guys fell to Rising Stock, but you guys have a chance here to make it back and to probably take them on again, because honestly, Unlimited Oreo goes crazy. But I'm gonna ask you, Oreo Man, next series, what's the score? What's the score line? What are you seeing in your future?
I feel like it's either we sweep we get swept or we go to game 7.
Fair enough. And with that being said, thank you boys so much. Y'all have a fantastic night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to pull them on away. Almost pulled you out of here, Bean. As we head back to just you and me. What a game.
Yeah.
I have said that 3 times tonight because each time it is just as true. I have never had a 3-game stream almost go for 4 hours before. Wow. I am dying.
Yeah, I don't know. Those last few games were pretty one-sided, I feel. I guess 4, because 2 of them going over towards Wowen Wilson's side, and those 2 were just dominant from them. And then the timeout kind of cooled them off, and then it was more towards CVS's side, and they were able to capitalize on that. And props to them, and hopefully they make it onto LAN.
Yeah, any last words from you, Bean, before I send us away?
Good luck to everyone. I don't know if anyone watching here is still in the playoffs, but if you are, good luck to you all, and I hope to see you at LAN.
Yeah, make sure everyone that you can go to LAN if you can. It's a great time, a great experience. Would highly recommend it. LAN was honestly my favorite part of last season. I didn't even make it, so it was a good time. Would recommend. But with that being said, thank you so much everyone for watching. Make sure you follow the socials below me so you know what's going on when it's going on. Make sure you join the Discord over to my side here. If you're not already in it, that's where you'll find out the majority of what's going on in Dcrl and get to talk to lovely people in it. Outside of that, if you plan on making poor life decisions, please use Epic creator code DCRL. Do not make poor life decisions because of the code. And make sure you follow us here on Twitch or subscribe. Beach Loop is already getting his legs waxed, but outside of that, we just want to make this better and better, and we do that with the donations and the money made from subscribers over here. But with that being said, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for this 3-game stream tonight. All game 7s. I'm tired. I'm dead. We're heading out. Beach Chalupa. We're peacing.
Yo, Dakota, appreciate the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Thank you, thank you.